I have 15 minutes to walk into this store and make as much profit as possible because I'm looking for products that I can buy and resell on Amazon for a profit. And the whole time I'm going to be racing the alternate dimension version of me that's going to be trying to find products from home from my computer. I'm also going to be sourcing profitable products from home and racing against that alternate dimension version of me. So by the end of the video, we're going to figure out the fastest way to make money as an Amazon seller. At the end, we're going to see who wins. Let's race. All right, so it's 15 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna start with the clearance aisle here, and let's see who can win, online arbitrage or retail arbitrage. And all I'm looking for in the stores here are products that I can scan with the SellerAmp app on my phone. It's gonna tell me what everything sells for. You guys are gonna see the stats as we go, and let's see who can win the race here. So let's jump in. And while that other me starts frantically looking for products in store, I'm gonna go ahead and start off the race on my end here as well, and start looking for products that we can buy and sell, all just sitting at home sourcing from the computer. This is online arbitrage if you're brand new to the Amazon space, and it's all gonna start by using the same product research tools that we'll use to find products in store, primarily going to be SellerAmp for sourcing profitable items. And what I want to do is go ahead and just start on an example of a product that is sold by resellers, right? That's all we need to start doing online arbitrage. In terms of the process of looking online, basically the name of the game is for me to go down to the SellerAmp offers tab down here, and I'm going to be looking for other Amazon sellers, specifically targeting what they've already had success sourcing from other big websites. And I use this product as an example of a starting point because it's a brand that is sold by Walmart, and it's also auto ungated for all new Amazon sellers. If you find a product in this brand, you can sell it right now, by the way. So let's go ahead and just open up their storefront here, and this is going to immediately show me like how many products they carry, what brands they carry, and I'm going to use this information to focus on some of their best selling products. And instead of scanning products at the store, checking barcodes, that kind of thing, I'm basically just going to be trying to reverse engineer what's already working for other sellers, and then hopefully being able to buy a lot more than the in-store version of me. When I find something online, I'm going to be able to buy 50 units of it, 100 units of it, whatever I think will actually sell. So let's go ahead and jump in here and start doing some sourcing, and we'll see, like I said, which one of us can make more money in 15 minutes. So we're gonna start digging through here. You can see everything I scan, the barcode is gonna show me the stats about this product on Amazon. So just item number 1 here, you can see this is on clearance for $6, and plugging that in right now sells for 14 bucks. I don't really want to make $1.38 in profit, but the first thing is like close to profit, so it's a good sign. So let's keep on scanning and seeing what else we can find. A lot of times I'm just looking at just like popular name brands. Let's see, this one I need to buy for $10. Right now it sells for $23 on Amazon, and that's exactly the price here. So that is $10. It's only a $3 profit, so it's definitely not a home run, but we can go ahead and add something to the total here. Let's see, I only see one of those on the shelf, so nothing too crazy there. Let's keep on checking though. Seems like somebody grabbed the other 2 bottles and I broke the last one, but let's keep on going here. Let's see what else we got. This one right here, as I'm looking through the storefront, I'm always looking for items that I think I can buy for this max cost option. So this is basically the number at which I make my ideal profit, and if the price is above that, I don't make my ideal profit. So looking at this, I ask myself, do I think I can buy 12 packs of socks for $5? That'd be pretty cheap to me, but I don't know, maybe we can. So let's go ahead and search it right here. Seems like the 12 pack is $9.80 at 5 basically, right? So not super close to profitable there. Let's go ahead and skip that. So moving on to the next one here, we got like a 4 pack of t-shirts. Seems like these are like 21 bucks. So we need like really good coupon. Basically the name of the game with online arbitrage is it's not so obvious. The version of me that's scanning products in stores right now is basically just looking at the price tag and seeing if things are profitable. You'll find more profitable products per item you look at doing retail arbitrage, but when we find them doing online arbitrage, it's going to be a game of looking at coupons, comparing ways that we can get extra discounts and going the extra mile so that we can buy a whole lot of something when we actually do hit on a profitable item. But let's see, I want to also check out these right here. So we need to buy these for about $8. I'm also just curious on this though, just because there's a lot of different versions of this, and maybe one of these would actually be profitable, because I do see there's are selling for around 11 bucks, and they're actually on clearance, so that could be a good sign as well. So let's go back over to our Amazon listing, and I just want to focus on the ones that are black. So to do that, I'm going to go to variations, and this is on a software called Keep Us 20 bucks a month. SellerAmp is 20 bucks a month. Keep it nice and simple. The only other software you need besides this is Boxem, which is basically how you make shipments and stuff. So keep your overhead nice and low in terms of software. And I'm also going to see all these are currently selling for 20 bucks, it seems. And if we're selling these for 20, we still need to buy it for $8 or so. So I don't think that's going to be super profitable. I do want to check and see if they have any other colors. And they do have charcoal heather, it seems like, maybe a little bit more expensive. So let's just go ahead and check for that. You'll notice I'm able to turn off all the colors and then toggle on like charcoal here. And this one's actually a little bit interesting. So I can see this is a 1X. So that'd be like an extra large on this one right here. So charcoal heather extra large. We do actually have that in stock as well. So let's go ahead and see here. So this is a $38 item. We're buying these for, let's just call it $11.50. I think it was like $11.30 or something like that. So this is actually going to be a $14 profit per sale on this item. Let's see, software stretch. I just want to make sure stretch. Let's see. It could be a little bit different. I think it's like a thermal is what they're calling it. Let's see. Body hugging fit. Okay. I'm not 100% certain that this is the same thing. If you see it at home and think it is exactly the same thing, then there you go. There's a profitable item. I'm not going to add that to our running total here. I am going to do a quick check and see just on some other websites here. Yeah, these are like 30 bucks. Okay. So we can go ahead and keep moving on there. There might be some profit there, but just since we're racing against in-store, trying to see who can make more money, I want to go ahead and just start skipping some of these, skipping to the things where I think there actually is some potential to make money. So let's see. See this one right here, buy it for 3, sell it for 17. So it is almost $6 in profit, but it only sells 3 times a month. So let's keep going. Usually I'm looking for about 30. All right, making the way through the shelf here. I think we got another actually pretty good hitter here. So buying for 12, sells for 39 bucks. Again, that's part of the problem with clearance is you usually only have 1 or 2 of the product, but this is another 15 bucks in profit. So not too bad on the running total. I also like checking out these that are like in these anti-theft cases. Makes sense. It's like a little bit more expensive stuff, maybe stuff people already want. So I like checking those out as well. Next up, we got this one. It's in one of those cases I was just talking about. Selling for 22 here on clearance. This one's going for 51. You guys can see the stats. One other thing I like to check for, and this is actually going to be a skip because of this. So Amazon's almost always selling this product. You can see on the chart, they basically won all of the recent sales. So we're going to have to skip on that, but just be on the lookout for that. It's maybe one of the biggest things that might cost you some money as a beginner, and hopefully that goes away. Decent pickup here. I like this. Sometimes this like foreign beauty stuff can be really good. Selling for 5 right here. Sells 8,000 times a month on Amazon, and this actually goes for 18 bucks. So we get another $6 in profit here. And a quick note on this stuff, by the way, if you see stuff like that in the store, see how it's all like broken. Gotta remember, we're keeping picky customers happy. So make sure you're only buying stuff that's in like really good shape, basically. This one right here, I know the other ones were like 10 bucks, and this one's at least pretty close. So let's see how much the prices jump around on this as well. Sometimes we can buy things as long as the price like jumps up to a nice and profitable point pretty often. We can go ahead and take a look. Right now, it's been selling for $24.50 for a while. On average, it is like a $24 item. We're buying this for $9.84. So again, it's a little bit thin on profit. That one's definitely closer to what we are looking for though. Let's go ahead and see what else we can find. Let's see, we got like some socks right here. The 3-pack of these are $13.50, and these are selling for, let's see, 25 bucks. Okay, maybe we have something here. Let's see, so $13.50 selling for 25. Nothing too crazy right now, although I do see on average these are a lot more profitable. So especially going into like the holiday season where things are going to start selling a lot faster, I don't mind that. And let's also go ahead and check and see if we can make this item more profitable. So this is one of the major differences between online arbitrage and retail arbitrage, is now we can go in here and create some extra discount. So what I'm able to do is buy a discounted gift card. Basically what these websites will do is they'll let me buy a gift card for example, I can buy $25 of store credit for $21.75. I can immediately save 13% on this. Let's see, is that going to be enough on this to make it profitable? And it actually will. Cool. So going into the holidays, I don't mind this, especially since the price is nice and high on average. And you can see last holiday season, the price was really high. It was like 40 bucks. So right now on average, it's a $5 profit per sale. So I would probably go ahead and pick up around 25 to 30 of these conservatively. Realistically, I might buy more, but I want to keep all my estimates of how much I'm buying nice and low, so the profit comparison is fair. So let's go at 25 units at $5 profit per pair. So that's going to be what, like 125 bucks in profit. So there we go. We got our first profitable item. Let's see, here's like a weird supplement or something like that. Stuff like this can be pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, this one is good. See, so you guys are seeing the stats over here. This is actually $4.50. So this is going to be about $6 in profit, $5.50 in profit. Selling this for 17 bucks. That's another really good sign. And we don't see Amazon on this one at all. So no Amazon competition to worry about. So let's go ahead and add another $5 in profit there. Really solid ROI on this one. Selling for 3 at TJ Maxx. And this is actually going for 20 bucks on Amazon. So really good sign, 68 sales a month. And I broke that piece of merchandise too. So we get another $5 in profit there. All right, so I'm seeing this guy at $8 on sale today, and on Amazon it's going for 28. So we definitely want to go ahead and add that too. There's another $11 and 50 cents in profit. So that's a pretty solid item for sure. The clearance aisle is really hitting. So whenever I find something that's working, I'm usually just going to keep going. Really just finding some good opportunity. And let's see. So I'm scanning this one, and again, another one of those foreign beauty products. So it could be really good, and let's keep sourcing based on that. So I see these t-shirts. We already know those need to sell a little bit faster, and they need to be a little bit more on sale for us to be interested. Let's see. I don't think we're getting that sweatshirt for 10 bucks. This pair of jeans, maybe we can get this for 18 bucks. I'm not sure. Seems like good potential here. I see they are on sale here. It's only some weird colors there. And then we got these. What color is this? Seems like most of these are like 32, but we do have this like Alton color. Let's see. We can just do a quick check and see if that color is for sale. While those are loading in there, I can also go ahead and just pop open a couple other ones here. All right. So let's see. On these jeans here, we did have that Alton color, whatever is the one on sale. So let's see if they have that. Yeah, there's Alton right there. These are going for 34 bucks or so. What are we buying these for? We're buying them for 18. Some of them also have Amazon on the listing, so we'll need to see if that is actually a problem here. Go ahead and take some of those tabs away. So we have 6, 8, 12, and 18 on sale as far as sizes go. So let's see, 6 right there. Amazon's on the listing. If you see Amazon on the listing like they are here, they're typically going to be hogging all the sales. That's just how it works when it comes to selling on Amazon. I don't know if there's going to be too much potential there. Keep on chugging along. We can also go ahead and see just like colors and that kind of thing we might be able to get on sale today. Let's see, some of these are 24 bucks. I think that is cheaper than a lot of them we were looking at. So let's actually just go back to all the colors here and then filter this by what's the most expensive right now. So I do see there are some of these that are decently expensive, and really what I'm looking for are versions of these pants where the new offer count is changing. That tells me that it's obviously selling if people are coming onto the listing like they are on this one right here. See this Ashfall size 8. The number of new sellers is fluctuating a decent amount over the last 30 days here. So that means people are coming in this listing and they're also selling out on that. Let's see if we have that color on this listing. That could be another good profitable item here. Black Noir. Okay, not seeing that immediately. I do want to go ahead and see if we can find it though. So let's go jeans right there, and then I'm going to put Ashfall in quotation marks to make sure that it is in the search results. And if nothing shows up, then probably not being sold anymore. So I'm not seeing it pop up, so it's probably like a discontinued color. Let's see what's the next one with some seller count decreases. So we got it right here, this Mount Kisco or something like that. That's probably going to be like a special edition or something. Let's see, let's look for the next one with seller count drop off. So that's just like a wispy pink. We have that one. We've also got, there's more of the Ashfall right there. So all these are still like above $50. So if we find any of these, we're going to be making some money. It's just apparently there's a bunch of different colors of this that are not in stock on this one. So what I might actually do is just check the ones that we know we have. So for example, hazelnut, Grand Rapids, Stonewood, that kind of thing. So let's go back over here to our color, take that away, and then just punch in the ones we know we have. So like Stonewood, for example, all right, 37 bucks. We're buying it for 24. We could check and see if there's like a big discount on these. So 9% off is what we're going to get. So really we're buying the jeans for 21-ish, 22-ish, somewhere around there. So typical rule is we need to sell it for like double what we're buying it for. So now I'm looking for items that are like 42 bucks and above basically. So let's just quick check. I want to check a couple more of these colors just because it seems like it's maybe a good sale opportunity. Let's see, Grand Rapids, go Park City right there. Okay, bunch of different versions of this. So those are 30 bucks. Let's see, Crimson. So really we can just repeat this, and on a time crunch, it doesn't make a ton of sense. I just have a good feeling. Let's see. Okay, actually there could be a good option here. It's 40 bucks right there. We're buying it for 24 minus a 9% discount. So $3 profit. I'd want to see a little bit more profit than that. So let's go ahead and keep on chugging here. Let's see. One of these is 43.62. So that could be good actually. 43.62. ROI is very short of where I like to look for. I would honestly maybe grab a couple of these. Usually I'm looking for 30% ROI. So 1% ROI difference is not usually going to make a huge difference. Let's go ahead and just add 10 of those. I'd probably buy a lot more just given how much the new offer count is changing and how fast this listing sells. But just for the sake of reality, let's keep it at $60 more in profit. And that's a good sign. I'm glad my kind of intuition was right here. Let's check these gray ones and checking this one out back in the store here. 8 bucks on clearance. It actually sells a crazy amount of times. So you'll see basically the waist things to work on Amazon. This is actually the 2000th best selling product in beauty, but it sells over 10,000 times a month. So that kind of shows you what's possible long term with this stuff. But this one's not quite profitable. Go ahead and put that back. She was trying to learn how to sell on Amazon right there, I think. Is that what you're laughing at? Let's see. All right, looks like we've got 2 of these here. Some kind of serum or something. It's going for 13. Sells for 45 on Amazon. But again, I think we got that issue again where you see how Amazon is winning most of the sales. Although this one, I might actually take a risk on because you see how a different third-party seller made sales on this 6 days ago and they weren't even an FBA seller. So there's actually a good chance you'd be able to make some sales. And with the potential profit, I'm going to take the risk here. So this is 40 bucks in total profit, but just because it's a little bit of risk, let's round it down to 30 bucks in case I have to undercut Amazon. I think I've actually come across one of these in a recent video. Recent, maybe a few months ago, something like that, but it looks like these are still profitable. This is on clearance for 8 bucks and it's selling right now for 28. So that's another 9 bucks in profit. We'll go throw that in the cart. Let's see. I want to check a couple more here and maybe just check out like some toys or something else for some variety, especially going into the holidays. But let's see. This is usually a solid brand. And yeah, see, this looks really good. So this one's on clearance for 10 bucks and it's selling for 31 on Amazon. So that's another, let's just round down to 10 bucks in profit. And let's also go ahead on to toys, wherever that is, and see if we can find some kind of Christmas friendly products. Let's check these gray ones. These are 60 bucks right there, but I don't see any new offer count changing. But maybe those sell, but more than likely they don't. Let's see, Olive and Frisco. Let's just go and do both of those. Olive, and we'll go for Frisco. So this is 48. Okay, these are good as well. So 44.62 on the 18 long right there. Let's see, long. Yeah, so we have the 18 long, perfect. So let's go ahead and buy another 10 units of those at 44.62. Let's add 70 bucks in profit to our challenge here. And then we've also got the tall 10s, and those are 48 bucks right now. Although I do see those have a history of selling for $22. I wouldn't buy very many of those. Maybe I would grab 5 just for the short-term risk potential of it. And we'll just round down to $8 profit per unit in case the price changes at all. Again, want to be like pretty consistent on this. So let's see, we can go ahead and add like 80 bucks in profit to the running total. The other thing we can do on these is whenever you find a profitable item, like we found these that were pretty decent for us, is to just start sourcing based off of those as well. So we started with just like a random auto ungate, but typically if you find a product that's profitable, those sellers are going to be a little bit better at finding other profitable items. Oh, and there might be even more of these bottles here, so there's like a bunch of shampoo and conditioner. Which one was this? This was conditioner. So there's a bunch of these. These are a little bit more expensive. Are these still profitable? Let's see, the conditioner right here is... Yeah, this is profitable. See, these are still 34 bucks. These are $7 profit on the conditioner. Let's see, the shampoo's good because there's actually a ton of these too. So this is something we could clear the shelf on. Yeah, these are also good. Let's see, these are a $6 profit. I think I said those are 6 or 7. Let's just call it 6. And we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 at least. And then there's this different style of it. Let's see, is this different style good? Sells slower. So we got 9 of these tea tree blends here, and these are all going to be $6 profit each. So editor, do the math on that. All right, beauty was a good hit for us. We got 5 minutes left on the clock. Let's see if we can find some toys. In reality, I'd probably keep looking at beauty, but just to make the video more fun, let's check some of these out. Same kind of deal. I'm just looking for name brands. So Mickey Mouse and stuff like that. Let's see, this might be a decent example. Let's see. Yeah, so this is 13 bucks. Sells for 36 on Amazon. It's definitely a slow seller. It's like 6 sales a month right now. And you guys can see all the stats. But obviously with the holiday season coming up, this is something that's going to start selling a lot faster. I might take a risk on that personally, especially since it's like 100% ROI. Again, just because there's some risk, let's like round down to 8 bucks in profit in case I have to lower my price. Let's see. I know we got a couple minutes left in our 15-minute race against the other version of me. Little inside baseball. I'm filming this before, so I'm curious to see how I'm doing. But I think I'm winning so far based on comparing it to Reach Arbitrage, but you never know. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Let's see. So it's like a micro perfume. Let's see. 0.06 ounces. Is that the same thing? 1 milliliter? That's 2 milliliters. So no. Let's see. A lot of these, yeah, most of these are like 1 milliliter sampler there or something. Like I said, I just like to look at the ones that other people are already having success with, like a Mr. Beast toy or something like that. Let's see, what's this selling for? Maybe it's out of stock. Maybe a popular item with the kids or something like that. Maybe something to keep my eye on for the holiday season for sure. And again, really just looking for things where I think I might be able to get it for that max cost. Especially, I think this was just like a blade cover or something like that. What's this going for? 9 bucks right here. Let's see, can we get any kind of discount? Usually on these like bulk sites, they'll tell you if you get like a bulk discount. So we need to buy it for $8.50. It's going for $8.90. I'm curious, especially with a couple minutes left here, if we can find something on sale. Yeah, I'm not seeing it immediately. Maybe we'd be able to make something work there. Not seeing it right away. Okay, I think we've actually looked at every product in this person's store. We can go back to the original place that we found our first couple items from, might as well. And another thing you can do is also just like zero in on certain brands that they're carrying to see if that brand has potential today. So like, for example, I don't know if we looked at this, like St. John's Bay. Let's see, what are these going for? These are like, are these 18 bucks? We need them for, yeah, we need them for 12 or so. We can see, let's do that check again like we did with the jeans, see if there's any really expensive versions of it. And then I believe we'll be out of time on our 15-minute challenge here, and we'll see how the other version of me did. So checking this guy out, I've actually sold some of these like controller holders before, so I'm more curious, but the problem with it is the barcode is covered by the TJ Maxx sticker. So what you can do is you can actually take a picture of the product with the app. If you just press the search magnifying glass down there and then analyze, it'll use a little bit of AI to try to find this picture on Amazon basically and match it to an item. So I'm curious if this sells really well. And so on this, it looks like I was right. It sells for more, but not quite enough. So it sells for 30 bucks. We need to buy it for a little less than 13 to be profitable, but still super cool. So try that out on stuff that you're looking at when the barcode might be pretty hard to scan basically. They're still making very cursed Barney toys. Let me know if I'm crazy, but it is a cursed dinosaur. It's trying to take over the camera. Let's see. Oh, we've actually found these before, like a while ago. Let me see. Oh, barcode's covered again. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. So check this out. So the AI analyzing worked here. So you can see this is a $7 item in stores today. Looks like SellerAmp also stores like last time you found this stuff. Looks like last time I found it for $6. Today it's $7. Still profitable though. We can sell that for a $5.50 profit. All right, we got like a minute or two left here. Gonna see if we can find a last minute find. Not sure if we're gonna be able to beat online arbitrage today, but I'm curious. Gonna check some of these these last minute finds. I know like Gujitsu, a lot of people were selling this last holiday season. There's always a couple random brands that pop up that sell really well. Not so much on this one. Selling for 20. We need a lot more margin than that. Let's see. Some kind of weird kids toy, kids potion. All right. Doesn't even sell on Amazon. No listing. Let's see. Let me try to find one. A lot of this is like weird brands. I just like to end on one last find if I can. Bunch of Mr. Beast toys. I thought these were actually good. No. All right. Let's see. See if we can hit a buzzer beater here. Scanning it. Sells for 30 on Amazon. Dang. 15 in store. So no good on this. It is kind of cool though. But now we know how much money we made in store. Let's see what alternate dimension we made on the computer. So the most expensive version is 48 bucks. And we were getting those for actually 19. So we might have hit one more right at the buzzer here. Yeah, because on the variations, we've got this one going for 48 on the classic stone size 44. And then over here, we got classic stone 44. So those are in stock and selling for 44, buying for, it'd be about 18 bucks after our discounted gift card. Maybe a little bit cheaper than that, but let's just call it 18. That's going to be another $10 in profit per sale. And I do see that new offer count decreasing pretty quickly. So it seems like this is actually selling. So I'd probably get 10 of those, go ahead and add another 100 bucks in profit to our running total here. And then we'll also go ahead and check these navy ones right here. So 44 bucks on those. And then I believe we will be officially out of time at that point. Signature navy. Okay, we have those as well. Let's see. That's American navy. Let's do a quick check and see if the blues look the same or are they different. Let's see. It's a deep blue kind of thing there. We can also check and see if they have a different version of that navy on here. So that's the only navy. So that leads me to believe that those are going to be the same thing here. So like a dark blue. Yeah, I think that's probably just lighting. And since there's not a different version of like classic navy or something like that, that seems safe to me. Since these items did have a history of being a little bit cheaper before, like 38 bucks and then 32 bucks, I'm going to say let's only get 5 units each on those, just so our profit comparison is pretty fair here. So this is going to be another 10 units total when we buy both of these sizes right here, which is going to add another 100 bucks in profit to the total. So on the online arbitrage side of things, we got 400 or 500 bucks in profit. You guys will see the total profit number around here. And now that we are back from the store as well, we completed our race here. Let me know in the comments which version of selling on Amazon that you would prefer. Personally, my Amazon business is about 95% doing online arbitrage just for the scalability aspect. I can send it all off to a prep center. They're going to take care of a lot of the grunt work of actually getting those products sold. But retail arbitrage is definitely a great way to get that hands-on experience. If you have any questions, drop those down below. Also, make sure you grab 2-week free trials of SellerAmp and Boxem. Those are the softwares that you actually need to start and run your Amazon business. And if you found this useful at all, hit that subscribe button. That's a big help. Help me get a little YouTube plaques. And if you want to see a ton more detail to learn how to be an Amazon seller, I made you a 4-hour long free Amazon course. Click this right here.